friends, happy Monday. Welcome back. My name is Terry and this is my channel on weight loss and retirement life and crafts and whatever, and gardening now and other stuff. So I hope you had a great weekend. I think you're crooked. Just a second. Maybe. We had a good weekend. Didn't do anything. Mr. Jerry worked in the kitchen. He's got it so this coming up weekend, our son and his wife will come over to help him do the countertop and the tile. So hopefully by Sunday it will be done. So, but he's been really working hard on that. So the kitchen's all tore up again. We're doing our best with eating. I'm going to tell you, this weekend was, in my mind, an epic fail. An epic fail. I tracked it all, but it was a lot of eating out and a little discouraging for me because I feel like I can't say no. I mean, we got cereal. I could have had cereal. Could have had a sandwich. But when the man offers to go pick up something, I just say yes, because that is my food choice of addiction, I guess, because they make it taste so good, even though I was miserable Saturday. So, and we were didn't do much on Sunday, cleaned up the kitchen enough that we could make a home cooked meal Sunday, and that's what we did. And then stayed right on plan all day Sunday. This morning stayed on plan. We did go in for lunch because I couldn't make bread. We had no bread, and I said to him, we have corn dogs. I said, or we can run to the store and get a loaf of bread. This is how much he is spoiled on the baked breads. When I suggested getting a loaf of bread, he kind of had that, okay, did we pick up bread? No. Do I have to make bread yet? Yes. And after I get this done, I'm going to go start the bread because it's like well after 3. So, so we went to Culver's and we both got salads. And I'm going to tell you, it was not worth the $10 a piece for the chicken garden fresco salad. It was not in my book. And I did not use their dressing. He used their dressing, came home, and I used my Bolthouse Ranch dressing. But it was 6 points for that salad, and it was mainly a piece of chicken on it with spinach. I think I had 2 slices of cucumbers, a little bit of croutons. I mean, I kind of doctored it up with stuff I had here. But, yeah. So I got to get the bread done because we either will have to, we got ham up there left over, or there'll be pancakes or something. So, because nothing's out of the freezer. But anyways. So it was just, I just been not in a good mindset for my weight loss journey because I just feel like this is how it always goes. And it just, even when you eat decent out, the sodium's still high. So, but anywho, I'm doing the best I can. So, but I wanted to show you a couple things I worked on this weekend. I had started this crochet blanket. It's made out of sock yarn, leftover sock yarn. And it's just a giant granny square, which just means it just continuous. It just goes around in the square and grows, using up all the bits that I just grabbed to put in there. And what I do is I hold the fingering weight yarn double. So it's like a DK weight. And if I have a DK that I used in socks, then I just use that singly. So I did pick that up because I do enjoy working on this. So I just added this to it. I'm using a G hook, but so this is where it's getting to. But it's really pretty. I like all the colors in it. And it makes it nice and squishy. This is really, really squishy. Now you wouldn't have to use leftovers if you have skeins of yarn. I've done this before, that I don't like. I don't know what I'm going to use the skein of yarn for, and I particularly don't like it for anything. I'll just cake it up and put it in the blanket. So I've been working on that because, like I said, the crochet just calms my soul. Knitting socks does too, but right now the crochet is doing a much better job on it. And then I've been doing, I joined that sew along called the Library Nook by Modern Charm Stitchery, and today is week 2, and so we're supposed to sew 14 of these blocks together. Every week will be 14 until we get all 74 of them done, and then only one flower block. So I have not started sewing blocks, but yesterday I did start sewing the flowers. So I separated the flowers out into all these colors, and mine's going to be very colorful. And so I decided that they're all going to be solid colors with different colors inside, except for one's going to be all of the colors, because there is 2, 4, 6 of these, and I only had 5 colors. So yesterday I did this one. That one turned out really, really pretty. And then I did this one. And you can see the butterflies and the flowers and everything in that. So I did get those 2 done, and then I separated the strips into 3s, so they're all right here. And I have to take the whites, and I have to do 7 of them with 2 of these together, 2 colors with 1 white in the middle, and then 2 whites with 2 colors with 1 white in the middle, so a color on the left and right, and then 1 with 2 whites on the opposite, so left and right, outside with 1 color in the middle. So I have not started that yet. So that's in here for me to do whenever. And the reason I really haven't started it is my plants really need to be, my cabbage especially, and the tomatoes, they need to be in the ground, but we're still getting frost stuff. And so I don't think that they're going to make it into the ground until, I have to look, after next weekend. So, and the beds weren't ready yet. And today, Mr. Jerry was out there, and he amended the dirt with the stuff that, the other dirt that we add to it to give it its nutrients and stuff. And then he took the mini tiller, because that tiller is about this big, and then he tilled them all up, and then he tilled up all around all the beds on the ground, and then raked them flat. I went out there to help do that the best I could, and he wasn't having me do that. So So the beds are all set. So when I do plant, I just have to add the fertilizer to them. But I don't want to put them out. We still have this week 2 nights that are like down to 36. And I don't want to chance it quite yet. So, and they're doing fine, you know. I got the window open by them today and the breeze is blowing on them. So they're kind of getting used to that weather coming through the window. And I'll have to harden them off anyways, which just means I need to let them sit outside for so many days, so many hours, and then bring them back in until they are acclimated, till they're accustomed to the weather out there, because they've been in the house, you know, protected. So, but yeah, other than that, the only other thing is that I got an email from Premier Yarns, and their sock yarn is on sale for $3 a skein. And they had one called watermelon socks. So when it knits up, it's supposed to look like watermelons, like this. So I have a couple of these in the cart. I haven't, you know, there's a couple other ones that I'm going to get, but this one is crocheted. Now they're offering a free knit pattern and crochet pattern on their socks. They have it on there. If you go under premieryarns.com, let me get the back page. I'll try to put a link in the description, so go look, and the link will be under the description. You'll see that V, or it will say more or something. It will be there. I'll try to click it, link it so that it brings you right up to that. But if you go to the watermelon yarn, then when you scroll down or up, or however you do it, you'll come across the socks. And this one was crochet. Now I know how to do crochet. I've made a couple pairs, but the pairs I've done before I wasn't happy with, because they were not form-fitting like your knitted ones. Now this one definitely looks like it is form-fitting. To that person's foot. And this one is done completely different than the way that I did the other ones. This one, they usually are toe up. So you start at the toe and work your way up to, you know, the bottom of the foot. You do opposite of cuff down, so until you get to the cuff. But the other ones I used to do, well, the two that I did before, that designer, she had you not do the heel. It was always left out, and then you went and did the leg and the cuff, and then you went back and joined your yarn in and worked it back and forth in the heel. This one doesn't have you do that. It actually has you do, it almost looks like a heel gusset, or sounds like a heel gusset, but I haven't gotten to it yet. So what I was going to do was I was going to try this out. I picked out 2 yarns that I had already wound up from many years ago, and I'm going to test it out, and I'm going to let y'all know how it is, how it fits and how it goes. But I'm going to do the toes in this green, the toe and the heel, I think the heel, and then this will be the sock part. Now this one has a lime green, like a neon shine to it on the outside, but those are all the colors in it, because because you're not going to be able, I can't. So that is that color right there, and I think those will go good. So I did do a gauge swatch. You have to, they suggest a size C crochet hook, and it was 32, no, it was 26 stitches with 32 rows. So in 32 stitches you were supposed to get 26. How did that say it? I'm saying it wrong. I'm confusing you all. It says 26 stitches times 32 rounds equals 4 inches, and then 26 stitches times 24 rounds equals 4 inches, because the toe is done in single crochet, the foot and the leg is done in extended single crochet, which is not hard to do. So yeah, so I've got to do a gauge swatch for those. I did do one for the single crochet, and instead of getting the 6.5, which it should be, I think that's right, I was getting 6, so I went down a size, because it does suggest that you go down 10%, 10 to 20% smaller than your actual foot circumference. And the foot circumference on socks is the widest part, right, the side of your, underneath your toes. That's where you measure it. So any socks that say circumference, that's what they're talking about, and that's what you usually go by. So yeah, so I need to do all that stuff, and I need to go make some bread and quit chit-chatting. He's out there mowing. This is supposed to be our warmest day this week. 77 degrees out, and it's gorgeous out. But other than that, I'm going to let y'all go. Grandson did not play baseball last, he was supposed to play, let's see, Thursday. It got rained out. They got heavy rains. Was it Thursday or was it Friday? Might have been Friday. Saturday was rained out, but so far the game is still on for tonight. So that's at 5 o'clock. And so the bread won't be ready, I'm sure, because it takes an hour and a half for it to rise. And we'll just see. It'll be ready when it's ready, right? So anyways, I hope you all are doing well, and I'm really trying to do my darndest to lose this weight, but I'm getting discouraged along the way, because it just feels like, you know, I told my hubby yesterday, I said, why do I have such a fear of missing out on food? Why is it when he says he's going to go pick up some supper and I'm not having any pop, but then he'll say, now if I come home with a shaker, you're going to be upset? Well, because he knows I'd be upset. Why can't I just sit there and say, I'll be upset, but no, I don't want one. It'll be fine. I got to learn. Instead of going, okay, well, just pick me up a vanilla. Because I'm going to tell you, folks, when he went to Burger King, it was 32 points for a small vanilla shake. 32 points. He had the Oreo. It was 39. That doesn't include the small kids' fries and chicken sandwich on top of it. I just don't get it. I don't know what has led me to think that. I don't know. It's just mind-boggling me, because I can sit there and I can eat good for breakfast, I can eat good for lunch, I can have good snacks, and some nights, you know, not have any snacks, and other nights I can have the popcorn because I still have the points. But when it comes to, hey, you want to go get ice cream, or hey, do you want to go out to eat, I just can't say no. I think that's what is frustrating me, is that fear of missing out, I guess. Oh wow, it's always been that way, always been that way. And I've lost the weight before. I've done it several times. I know I can do it, and I know I had struggles back then. But I just get tired, that's all. But I'm not giving up, so. Anywho, thanks for listening, my friends. You're going to probably hear the lawnmower going by, so I'm going to let you go. Stay strong, whatever your journey is. If you're on a journey, I hope that your day is a great one. It's a great one here. Life's too short to sit here and throw caution to the wind, you know. Just enjoy every day as a gift from the good Lord above, and do the best you can, and that's all I can do. And I'm so grateful for all the ones that are cheering me on, and that are in my corner and understand. So anyways, hopefully I will see you back on Tuesday. If not, we'll catch up when you can. Thanks again, my friends.